Hey tribe, welcome back to my channel. So today we gathered here to find out why is this connection not moving forward. Now I'm not gonna base this topic only on relationship that is romantic, so I'm gonna be open-minded. Sometimes cards show us what kind of connection it is, and in order not to confuse you, I will first of all check how is this relationship now, so you can discern if this reading is yours or it is for someone else. Let's jump into it. Pile number 1 is on your left with textured tarot. Pile in the middle, we have the in-between tarot. Pile number 3 is the tarot of the angels. I'll see you in timestamps. Hello tribe. So whoever has chosen pile number 1, let's first of all see what cards are showing us about this. Wow, the cards are literally falling out of my hand. About this connection, so you can see if this is your reading or this is someone else's. So we're checking in, we're looking at the current situation. Oof. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Pentacles. Now, what we're being shown about this connection, I'm just gonna say someone because I don't know if this is your thoughts or this is this person's thoughts, okay? I'm seeing that someone was thinking that this connection could actually be a very lucky one, as if it's been brought to them for a reason by maybe God or universe, whatever the case. But suddenly, a lot of things started happening that made one person, or maybe both, to feel really overwhelmed, as if they're carrying responsibilities on their shoulders on their own. That they're not getting any help or any support that they need, and that they feel overall very lonely in this situation. This could be a connection that's to do with work. Maybe someone is slacking. If we're talking about teamwork, someone is not putting enough work in, or someone is not paid as much as they should be paid for what they're doing. So what we're seeing here to start with is lack of balance in this connection. The scales have tipped, and they've tipped really, really far from one another. So there is a very visible distance and difference here when it comes to two people. So this is your pile. Let's continue. And now when I'm going to be asking this question, why is this connection not moving forward? I want to tap into the person because you know where you stand. Tap into the person whom you're asking about from their perspective. So I'm going to be reading about this connection from their perspective. Why is this connection not moving forward? We have the 10 of Wands. We have the High Priestess. We have the 6 of Swords. We have the 2 of Cups. What does this person, how do they see this connection? Let's see. We have 9 of Pentacles. How do they see this connection? We have the Devil. What do you need to know about this connection if you moved forward? We have the 2 of Swords. What do you need to know about this connection moving forward? We have the 9 of Wands. And what do you need to know about this person? We have the 5 of Wands. What do you need to know about this person? We have the 10 of Swords. Damn, pile number 1. Let me have a sip of water. Let's go. All right, both of you are going through a lot. I'm seeing on your side difficulty, heaviness. I'm seeing the same thing happening on their side. Now, when it comes to this person, this is someone who tends to hide their problems. This is someone who overwhelms themselves with so much that at the end of the day, they tend to explode. And people sometimes might not even know why they said what they said, because no one saw it coming, because this person maybe wasn't communicating about responsibilities, difficulties, or how overwhelmed they are about one particular situation. So this is someone whom you might have issues with communicating. This is someone who tends to get in their head so much and give themselves BS. But I feel like you tend to do the same here, especially when it comes to this connection. How this person sees this connection, they don't see a relationship here. Because Nine of Pentacles is single lady, single guy kind of card, you know. Boss man, boss woman, I can't do everything on my own. And we have a Devil card here. It seems that this person maybe is too focused on independence. Therefore, they might find it difficult to be with someone else. Maybe they're so used to being on their own, or maybe that's how they view you, and that is why this is coming through. But someone is definitely overdoing this independent vibe, and therefore it becomes a little bit unhealthy here. This is someone who's very competitive, I'm seeing here. And there's something happening in their lives right now that they really need to get back on their feet. This is someone who doesn't have enough energy for a commitment right now, because they have so many other commitments on their hands that they're just trying to sort those out. And maybe that is why this connection is not moving forward. Another reason what I'm seeing here with Nine of Pentacles and a Devil, this might be someone who's not currently ready to commit to something else apart from what they committed to in their lives already. This person is overwhelmed. They might not talk about it, or they might somehow think that this had to be kept as a secret due to some sort of reason. But they are trying to come back on their feet. They are trying to get themselves back because they have lost themselves over time. There's a lot happening. Maybe responsibilities, maybe work, maybe they're very overwhelmed what to do about this connection. But this is not for many of you. This person might have recently made big changes in their life. And I'm hearing now wouldn't be a good time. Now would not be a good time. Now, when it comes to you and this connection, you cannot make up your mind what to do with this. You're uncertain, you're unsure, you're just trying to feel things through in order to understand what the heck is going on. But at the same time, you also seem to be tired. It's like, I'm fighting for this. This is so difficult for me. I have scars all over the place here. It's hard. So for both of these people, this connection is not bringing in light or enjoyment. It's actually bringing in heaviness for some sort of reason. Okay. What other feelings for you here? What other feelings for you here? They see you as a mother. They see you as someone who's very caring, and their feelings are very caring. But for some of you, there is lack of passion here. Maybe there's this relationship is like one is giving so much and the other one is not able to due to some sort of reason. So it's a mother and child type of relationship. You know, these never work because someone gets overwhelmed unless someone wants to raise a child, right? Then that's how that relationship goes. So maybe someone tends to mother the other person in this connection. This is not an equal partnership then. Okay, what other feelings for you? What other feelings for you? Did you might have said no to this person. I'm not gonna do this unless, or we're not gonna have this unless. And they got hurt because of that. Or we shouldn't rush so much. This is someone who maybe tends to do something that is very rushed in a connection, and then maybe they regret it later on. They care about you very much here, but I don't know if that shows in their actions. Only you know that. How does this person see you? How does this person see you? They see you as someone who dearly cares about family or building heritage, and maybe they feel like shy because they feel like they're not in that space right now. They see you as someone who spiritually grows, and you want to upgrade yourself, you want to expand. You also give them this feeling of chill. It's very chill to be around you. It's very chill to be around you. You also, in their eyes, because I split the deck, I saw the King of Wands, super creative. You have this magnetic pull towards you. What is your advice here? Do not ruin your peace and focus on what it is that you're trying to grow here, because it seems like you want to build an empire, or you want to build something that is very substantial for yourself. What is your advice? Yeah, focus on your hobbies, career, learn, study. It's all about work here. What is your advice? Yeah, what makes you happy? What do you love doing? Because I feel like both people need a bit of a break from this. This is heavy, this is a lot. Both people need to kind of take a break and really focus on things that they love doing to get back on their feet. Because this is overwhelming, especially one person. I don't know if this is you or them. This is overwhelming. What can you expect in the future? What can you expect in the future? Oh. Wow, if you're worried about your finances, listen, let me tell you, you're gonna be sorted. Do not worry about that. Do not worry about that. This is either or. Either if you decide to continue with this person, it's all in your hands. You're going to see this person getting back on their feet and approaching you differently. Now, it might take a long time, and I never advise someone to wait around for someone and waste their life. For other group of people, I'm seeing a new person walking into your life, and therefore, you're gonna have to make a decision what you wanna do. Do you wanna take this new person, or do you want to continue with what you know of? But either way, I'm getting that everything, you're coming back to much more balance. The scales are evened out. You're much more grounded in the future. And you also feel very safe and secure. Maybe because of what you invest your time in here, what we saw someone growing, studying, researching, leveling up. You're gonna focus your time on that. But at the same time, I'm seeing a new person walking into your life. And I'm not sure if this is the same person that you knew of and they coming through as a different person because they've grown, because they were able to gather themselves and get back on their feet. Or this is someone completely new that you, split the deck, lovers, that you will decide to be in relationship with. Either way, guys, you're quite protected here with the Wheel of Fortune. It feels like whatever is not meant to be in your space at that time, whoever is not meant to be in your space at that time, it just does not maybe work out until you're fully ready, both of you fully ready. You may feel a bit of a divine interruption. At first you're like, why is this happening the way it's happening? But later on we realized that what was happening was actually, a split deck, we have Justice, was actually pre-planned for you. I'm hearing I'm not going to be with someone that I cannot see my life with. And sometimes maybe you choose to be with a person or to spend time with a person because either maybe you are lonely or you want to build something together and you see that person potentially a good partner to build with. So you see that potential in them, but when you look at everything else, you go, oh, maybe it's not the right time. Maybe they don't have enough in them right now. And as per the deck, we have Five of Cups. And then you go, okay, I kind of knew that. I had to give this a moment. But you're being shown as someone who's super freaking strong. You are someone who likes to get to know people. And we learn when we meet people. We learn about ourselves, we learn about our relationships, we learn about our tendencies in relationships. It feels like the partner, when I'm tapping into your soul, the partner that you're really seeking for is someone who wants to leave heritage with you. You want to build with them. And you want to do big things. And I feel like that's the person that you're going to be with in the future. Whoever they are, who's not afraid to take risks, who's not afraid to fail and say, okay, let's get up. We have each other. Get up and go. You're looking for a teammate. That's what you need. So answer yourself a question. Is this a teammate that you want? Only you know the answer. Okay? I hope this was helpful, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. If you need more content, I have Patreon, and I have a second channel, which is my main one. See you the next time. Hello, tribe. Pile number 2. First of all, in order for you to discern if this reading is for you, let's see what is happening in this relationship currently. So you'll know if this is for you or if this is for someone else. Okay, pile number 2, people. What is happening in this connection currently? If anyone will be asking, this is the In-Between Tarot. We have the Hierophant. We have the Ten of Coins. We have the Ten of Cups. Shut up. Why are you watching this video? Okay. What is the problem here? Four of Coins. Okay. What is the problem here? Chariot. The Moon. Okay, let's pull from this deck, if you can call it a deck. Okay, let's see. What is happening here? Well, the song is very applicable here with the Ten of Pentacles. The song that we have is Missy or Underground, and the lyrics that I've chosen: got my bills all paid, not mad about it. Got Mexico vacay, not mad about it. What is the problem here, pile number 2? Because I do not see any issues here. Now, this could be a situation where someone is in a relationship with another person. Someone is very committed to someone else. Maybe the issue here is, for some of you, finances. Someone has much more money, or they are much more successful than the other person, and the issue arises due to ego. Okay, because someone feels repressed here. Someone might feel repressed. Someone might feel like they're not as well off or not as respected as someone else. So I'm just pinpointing a couple of things that might be causing issues here in this connection, because otherwise you wouldn't watch this reading. Someone might be, there might be a very big difference between, what's the word I'm looking for? Between yours and their status in life. And that's where issues arise. Someone is really well off in this connection. Someone might have a family, a commitment with a Hierophant already that they are very invested in. And that is why there is a problem. Let's look a little bit more. If this is something that is happening in your connection, then continue watching. Why is this connection not moving forward? Why is this connection not moving forward? We have a Two of Swords. By the way, this is in between tarot, so it's read a little bit differently than regular tarot. In case someone is interested, check it out. The quality of the cards is not the best, to be honest, but it's workable. And some people don't prefer thick cards, so it just depends on your taste, on your preference. Four of Cups. It's like now we dive in deeper behind the scenes. Page of Swords. King of Cups. Knight of Swords. We have the Four of Coins back. What are this person's feelings for you? We have the Two of Cups. What are this person's feelings for you? We have the Queen of Cups. What are your feelings for them? Ten of Cups. What are your feelings for them? Judgment. What can you expect moving forward? Page of Wands. What can you expect moving forward? Eight of Coins. and the Ace of Cups. All right. What I'm getting here, I'm getting that someone either has to leave due to work. I'm specifically getting a situation that what happened in the past, maybe someone had to leave to take care of some things. It could be connected to a job, doesn't have to be. I have to go, I will come back. And the other person feels left out on their own. There is a bit of, I'm not gonna lie, there is a bit of resentment here, but it doesn't want to be shown. Someone is feeling that they are not doing well enough. And it could be because they cannot focus on their career if there is a family. For example, if you are a stay-at-home mom or dad. So one of you are focusing on the career. It feels like I'm reading for a family here. And I know we're asking, why is this connection not moving forward? You already moved past that point of marriage, right? Very interesting reading. This is definitely not for everyone. This is so weird. But who needs that will come across this reading. Either way, if this is a family situation or not, someone feels like they're not doing enough and they competing deep down. They are competing with the other person. There is love between these two people, but someone in this connection tends to be judgmental a bit too much, where then it scars the other person and they will remember those words for a long time. And I'm hearing that's not how people who love each other talk. We need to stop doing that. We need to learn how to do better together. We cannot continue that way because someone really wants a pure and honest connection. We're not gonna, like, that is the vibe I'm getting. I don't ever want you to raise your voice at me, and I will never raise my voice at you, and you want to stick to those morals. This is someone who's seeking for a connection that is very heartfelt, a connection that is once in a lifetime, but they're willing to work on it to make it work because they know that this doesn't just happen. Two people gotta put in work. The issue here, what I'm seeing, is someone who is a little bit too judgmental on the other person, or there is resentment due to how well off someone else is, or how good they're doing what they have. If we are talking about the people who have an eye on someone who has a family and they married, I would ask a question, why are we doing this in the first place? Because people who don't mind being a third wheel when there is already a relationship happening, they have lack of self-esteem and lack of self-respect. Because if you had self-respect and confidence, you'd never choose to be a second one. You would want someone who has a clean slate. Because you'd know if this is happening with you, this could be happening to you. And a lot of times it does. Okay? Now, so I'm not going to read about that because I just purely do not think that we should be reading about situations like that, because they're not good to start with for both parties involved, 3 parties involved. It never ends in a good way, and we all know that, but sometimes people tend to close their eyes. What I don't see does not exist. And it's due to lack of love, self-love. That is why. So anytime someone focuses a bit on themselves and finds that void, what is that void about? What I'm not getting? Why I'm not choosing a person who is single, or keep choosing people who are involved with someone else? What is that wound? Once we start digging into that wound, we realize what it is, and we can shift our outcomes in the future for the better. Now, I do feel like someone needs to talk to the other to really see what they want from a connection, what does not work out. So, for example, if someone feels that they're doing too much and the other person is not doing enough, let's sit down and talk. But not to diminish the person, not to make them feel smaller, but just to let them know how it makes them feel like. I'm hearing you are doing all those things and I'm just here. How can I resolve this? I do see renewal here when it comes to the future of this connection. I see people wanting to be curious and to learn a bit more about one another. Go into the depths of a personality. I'm hearing, I thought I knew you, but in reality, there are so many layers to all of us that we get to know each other for decades. And then we change and we have to get to know each other again. The issue here might be that someone is very visible, maybe for a lot of people. They have maybe a social presence, they're visible on TV, online, and maybe in their group they are very respected and the other person feels smaller. So what could be worked on in order to find better balance here is for that person who feels smaller to start doing or find something that they are good at and direct their passions there. Because someone is lacking creativity, creation, doing something that they love, and they observe the other person doing really well, and that leads to resentment. They don't want to feel that way. I'm seeing these two people being good people. I'm not seeing intentional bad thoughts, I wish you screw up. I'm not seeing that. Maybe some of you are dealing with that. If that's the case, run. Or if that's you doing that, what goes around comes back around. So keep that in mind. It's all about the universal balance. Someone feels that they're not doing enough in their own life, and that rubs off on this connection. So if there is something that this one person wants to learn about, they might even want to go to school in the future. If they were not passionate about what they were doing before, they might sign up for a seminar, for a course. Anything that really sparks their interest would be a good thing to start with, because then they would fill up their battery. And once they meet this other person who is doing so well, they'll communicate with them differently. They will be excited to talk about things, what they've done. They will be very honestly happy for this other person's successes too. I'm so happy for you. Now I have energy to give back, because before I didn't have that. I did not charge myself up with things that I love doing. So I didn't have enough love for the self. I didn't have enough to give you back. And I know that you wished me all the good things, but it was personal to me, what I had to go through, what I had to learn. And can we start over? Because I feel like some people are going to find this connection restarting in the future, if you'll want to, because all of your situations are different. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Anything else? Gallant, Jupiter. If you want to give it a listen to one of these songs, I know everyone's taste is different, so you might not vibe with it, but maybe read full lyrics. So many others try to crack your heart. Weak defenses are the only things you've got. Regretting all the patience. Yes, someone might be a little bit defensive here, and this might be an issue, but someone else can see right through that person. I can see right through you, so let's talk. There is no need to be that way. There's no need to be that way. We have X Ambassadors, gorgeous. Yeah, these two people really appreciate one another. And not only that they support one another, if that's not your pile, that's not your pile. But sometimes I'm seeing one of these people looking at the other whilst they're doing something maybe very like trivial, very simple. And they observe them and they go, damn, I love you so much. Damn, you're gorgeous. Every man you put your hands on make him feel so goddamn handsome. I love the line from this song. And he sings that you make me feel gorgeous. I really like the vibe between these two people. If those issues could be resolved and shadow work could be done, and it has to come from both sides because we know that. If one person is growing, the other one stays still, soon enough we don't know one another anymore, and we don't feel like we want to get to know one another because there is too much of a difference of growth. And it's okay, it happens. And he talks about how she makes him feel gorgeous. There's this very sweet vibe between two people. So you know what needs to be done. And I wish you best of luck. Thanks for being here. If you need more content, I have Patreon. If you need more content, I have a second channel, which is actually my main channel. Link down below. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now. Hey tribe, pile number 3 people. So first of all, in order for you to discern if this is your reading or not, let's tap in and let's see what is happening right now. What is going on in this connection? Too many cards fell out. What is going on in this connection? We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Sun card. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords. Okay. First thing first, these two people make each other super freaking happy, but both come with baggage, and I feel like someone's baggage affects this connection. Past experience affects this connection. I feel like there's lack of trust here. And when there is lack of trust, the other person feels that. Because someone doesn't want to open up fully, they're trying, but energetically it's felt that someone has their doors closed or even halfway open but not fully open, so the other person doesn't have space to come in. Someone might have been cheated on in the past, but both people have seen, fair share of hurt here, and I feel like it might be playing in, specifically coming from one person in this relationship. I feel like you have a good friendship, or that's something that you're trying to build. Maybe you were friends before and you want this to go further. There is this very light-hearted vibe here when we look at this connection, but at the same time, in the background, I'm seeing the past baggage that does affect this connection. We all have baggage, but some of us decide to look at it, work through it, do shadow work, and say, okay, I understand this is coming from the past experiences. I cannot dump it on this person, or I do not expect them to be the same way. And I feel like someone hasn't done it just yet, and this might be affecting this connection. If this sounds like your story, let's continue reading. Why does this connection not move forward? Why isn't it moving forward? Pile number 3, people. Description of baggage much, especially in this deck. I read this 10 of Swords a little bit differently, but it's being wrapped up. We have Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, King of Cups, Nine of Wands. What are this person's feelings for you? What are this person's feelings for you? Eight of Pentacles, Hangman, Page of Pentacles. What are your feelings towards this person? Five of Cups, the Star, Five of Pentacles. Where does this person see this connection going? What is their intentions? We have the Queen of Swords. Where does this person see this connection going? Three of Swords. And the Two of Wands. Okay. Why is this connection not moving forward? Because someone might not be completely honest towards the other person. There might be various reasons from scale 1 to 10 for some people. Those who are on 1, I'd say this is someone who is very freaking closed off, and they're working on being a bit more emotionally open, vulnerable, because they know that relationship is not going to be as strong then. Like walls up all the way. That's why they're not honest. It's hard for them to be honest. For those who are on scale 10, this is someone who has tendencies to go and do something behind your back. You feel it intuitively. This might be a person who tends to cheat or used to cheat before, and you feel like it's gonna happen the same way to you, and therefore you have your walls up because you're trying to protect yourself subconsciously, okay? This connection is not moving forward because honestly it feels like this is protection for someone. This is protection for someone, especially someone who is very invested in this connection, because there could be a lot of hurt, and that's what we see here in the future. And what's the intention of this person? We have Queen of Swords. When we talk about relationship, Queen of Swords is a cold card to get. We don't see much emotions. At least what I'm seeing here, this person will want to be very honest with you and blunt, straightforward. So they might even tell you where they expect this to go or what they think about this connection in the future. But they know deep down that this is going to hurt one of you or maybe both of you. The ending to this connection will be hurtful due to inability to make up someone's mind. Someone is not able to make up their mind, or someone is in and out. Someone is in and out. So there is no stable ground here when it comes to this connection, and that is why for a lot of you, you feel like you left out on your own. There's regret here. Maybe some of you are feeling guilty for some reason, even though I'm not seeing why. And you really feel distant from this person. I'm on my own here. I'm on my own here. Or I'm being treated like I'm on my own. So you start questioning yourself, why do I need to be with someone who makes me feel alone? I'd rather be actually alone and avoid the drama. Now, this person's feelings, they are curious about you. It's a very interesting vibe. I want to work on this connection, but I don't see where this is going to be going. It's like they haven't made up their mind where they wanna take this. This might be someone who tends to give you gifts or nice small gestures, maybe to keep you around or for some other reason. If I was reading this for my friend, I would say, watch it. This might be someone who hasn't learned how to communicate very well. And maybe that's the problem. It doesn't have to be that for all of you, this is someone who's insincere. It can be just someone who's not as mature just yet and they're trying to get better at this. I'm seeing that someone might have confessed feelings to the other or opened up and the other person got cold feet. And what that would tell us is that someone is not really in touch with themselves, with their feelings. They don't know how to communicate that. They don't know how to take that information because they're out of touch with themselves. So how can they be in touch with someone else who is telling them how they're feeling? Okay, let's listen to some songs. Well, maybe you will listen to some songs after this. Otherwise, I'd get demonetized if I started playing. I would love that though. I would love that. Why is this connection not moving forward? I keep hearing divine freaking protection. Someone is being protected from what would happen in the future. And it's interesting because we learn going through connections with people. So it's not that it's a bad thing when we are going through a breakup or we are in a relationship that is not for us, because we learn that way. But in this case, it's interesting. It's as if you don't need to get involved here, or someone, maybe them, doesn't even need to get involved because something was learned before already. So this could be an additional learning situation, but maybe right now is not a good time because the focus should be somewhere else. Don't guilt trip yourself. What's done is done. Yeah, I did tell you that before. Don't make yourself feel guilty. Maybe someone is guilt tripping the other person. If that's the case, red flag, boom, boom, boom. No one should guilt trip the other person. Doesn't matter of the relationship. We can learn from what we've done. We have TLC, no scrubs, always talking about what he wants and just sits on his broke ass. I'm gonna leave it there. Why is this relationship not moving forward? K-Pro, tonight. Come on, let me kiss that. Oh, I know you missed that. Is someone giving the other person crumbles just to reel them in? Like I saw it with gifts or with nice gestures. I'm not fully invested, but I'm given crumbs. That is why it's not moving forward, because there is no ground. Your ancestor or God is here to talk. Every time I pull this card, I know that there is spiritual presence, and we talked about divine protection. So for some of you, one of your ancestors might be helping you to avoid some sort of drama or unnecessary heartache. Go on a date. Go on a date. Go on a date. I feel like some of you need that, because here in pile number 3, people are feeling so alone that I'm sure that a new date would make you feel much, much better. And we have double the 5, so changes are approaching. What else we have? Justin Timberlake, Cry Me a River. Come on now. Now is your turn to cry. You should have picked honesty. Lack of honesty here with the 7 of Swords. That is for sure. That's why it's not moving forward. Someone is not telling the other person exactly what is going on or how they're feeling. What else we got? Stormzy, do better. I know everything is okay. I'ma need you to do better. Let it breathe. Someone needs to step up their game here, and they're not doing that. That's why we had TLC sits on his broadcast, you know? Don't take it straightforwardly. Whatever I'm reading, this is metaphoric. So, what else? Usher, papers. I'm ready to sign them papers. This is a divorce song. Yeah, someone is ready to leave in this connection. They're done. They are done, and they're gonna go on a date. They're gonna be like, hello world, what is up? Someone has struggled quite a lot here. Man, I feel you. I feel you. What else? Love, I like me better when I'm with you. I don't like this song in this setting. This is a very nice song, actually. I like me better when I'm with you, as if someone is making someone else responsible for their happiness or how much they like themselves. What would they say to you? What would they say to you? Someone in your ear, take a minute to listen to what you believe in. Pretty straightforward. What would they say to you? Prioritize health. Prioritize your well-being overall. What would they say to you? Jacob Lee, never mind. Breathe another breath and feel us walk with you as you walk alone. There's a mistake here. Yeah, as you walk alone, breathe another breath. And we have let it breathe. So give it a moment. They would say, give it a moment. Allow yourself to breathe, or allow me to breathe. Give some space maybe, or we need some space. Gallant gentleman, tell me, have you ever had a gentleman? If not, then girl, you deserve a gentleman. Well, we know, boy or girl, doesn't matter what you deserve here. But are you getting it here? I don't know, looking at your cards. Nico and Vince, am I wrong? My prediction, some of you have already predicted this situation for yourself, that you felt maybe what is going to happen is exactly what you felt, or what you pulled tarot on this already, and you got a prediction. So trust to your gut feeling. I will be on top of the world. Don't let them control your mind. I don't know why I written that. Then I was like, oh no, that's not what it says. So I just would be wary here, because someone might be controlling someone's mind. We see it here. 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords. There might be a bit of gaslighting here, or bribing someone, or, you know, giving them crumbs. I do not like this reading. If I read for my best friend, I'd say freaking run. Don't let them control your life, your mind. Don't worry, you're not alone. You're not alone because I'm getting this ancestor vibe here who's helping you out in this situation. This can always be vice versa. These readings, keep in mind, they can always be vice versa. That's why I like to say someone throughout the reading, but then I catch myself saying you. It's hard for me because I'm reading two people. So you'll know where you stand. But in this situation, someone needs support and someone is not getting support. And that's why this relationship is not moving forward. For other people, you're being kind of pushed back from this person for a reason. And you know what's the reason for you? Because someone feels so freaking lonely here. If these two people are in a relationship, I don't see it here. These are very lonely cards. Or someone is not making the other person happy repeatedly. Because maybe someone cannot make up their mind. Someone maybe is not as mature as the other person is. Could be a thing. So hopefully this made sense. If you need extra content, I have Patreon. And I have my main channel, all linked down below. If you'll need it, you'll find it. And until the next one, pile number 3. Bye for now.